One of the great things about buying a brand new car is the fact that it comes with a manufacturer warranty. So if something goes wrong, they'll just fix it for you. However, once that warranty period is up, you are on your own. And so if you've got an unreliable car, it could cost you a lot in repair bills. So what you want to do is try and avoid those and buy a reliable car. But which are the most reliable cars? Well, to find out, we've teamed up with leading aftermarket warranty provider, WarrantyWise. So they've looked at all their claim data and worked out the probability of each model of car going wrong. And then they've multiplied this number by the average cost per claim for that car to work out the financial risk you're exposed to depending on the model. And as a result, we've got a ranking of the top 15 most reliable cars. Now, unfortunately, I can't tell you the actual probability of each model going wrong for commercial reasons, but I can give you the average repair cost per car, the most common fault, and the most expensive fault that they've had to pay out on for that particular model. Anyway, without further ado, here are the carwow 15 most reliable cars up to 10 years old. Let's kick off our list with the 15th most reliable car according to WarrantyWise, and it is the little Chevrolet Spark city car. Now, this hasn't actually been on sale for about 5 years, but it does make a great used buy because it's very reliable. In fact, the most common faults just relate to wheel bearing issues, which aren't that big a deal really. In fact, the average cost per claim for a Chevrolet Spark is just £298 according to WarrantyWise, and the biggest they've ever had to pay out on one was £702, which isn't that much either. It was for some oil leaks. In 14th place is the Renault Kangoo van-based MPV. Now, this actually comes with a 5-year manufacturer warranty anyway, so you're covered for quite a long time. And even once the cover runs out, it does prove to be rather reliable. In fact, the average cost per claim according to WarrantyWise on this car is £525. Now, that is higher than that of the Chevrolet Spark, but the fact of the matter is that a Renault Kangoo is less likely to go wrong. And that's why it fares better in this list, because as I explained in the beginning, you multiply the probability of the car breaking down by the average cost per claim. And the Renault Kangoo works out better than the Chevrolet in that respect. However, it doesn't work out quite so well in terms of the maximum claim paid out for it by WarrantyWise, because that was £1,173. It was for a gearbox issue. In fact, gearbox issues is the main problem with the Renault Kangoo, if it does go wrong, which is still rather unlikely. The 13th most reliable car is the Toyota RAV4. Now, this doesn't include the current generation version because it's just too new, but all the versions before it, up to 10 years old. Now, they did come with a 5-year warranty, which is pretty good, and the reliability of the car outside of the warranty has proved to be good as well, according to WarrantyWise, because the average cost per claim works out at £705, but there's not that many claims really, which is a good thing. The most common problem relates to suspension issues, but the biggest payout that WarrantyWise had to make against the RAV4 was for a problem with the diesel particulate filter, and that cost £1,311 to fix. And number 12 is the Skoda City Go. So this is a cheap little city car, inexpensive to run and inexpensive if something goes wrong. Well, according to WarrantyWise anyway, because the average cost per claim was just £320. The most common problem is relating to the clutch. However, the biggest claim WarrantyWise had to pay out on a Skoda City Go was just £612, and that was for a problem with the starter motor. In 11th place is the Nissan MV200. So this van-based MPV is usually pretty reliable, but its most common fault relates to its exhaust gas recirculation valve. Now, this is the valve that lets some of the exhaust gases back into the engine to be reburned to help lower the emissions. Now, the average cost to repair the MV200 works out to £511. However, the most expensive repair bill that WarrantyWise had to pay out for on an MV200 related to a fault with the turbocharger, which cost £952 to fix. The Suzuki Alto is the 10th most reliable car according to WarrantyWise. This little city car actually went off sale back in 2014, so they're all quite old, yet they're still proving to be very reliable. If something does go wrong, it's most likely going to be the clutch, and the average cost per claim on the Suzuki Alto worked out to £371. However, the most expensive claim WarrantyWise had to pay out to repair a Suzuki Alto was for problems with its brakes, and that came to £727. And number 9 is the Ford EcoSport. So this little SUV is very, very reliable. It is a bit more likely to go wrong than some of the cars already mentioned in this list, but it outranks them because when it does throw up a fault, it's going to be less to repair. In fact, it's very, very cheap to repair, and as a result, it exposes you to less financial risk. The most common faults on these cars are to do with their thermostat, but the average cost to repair is so low, it just worked out to £134. The most expensive fault was cheap as well, that was just £183. Just 183, not 183 volts. Come on, you know what I mean. The Lexus CT is at number 8. Now Lexus is famous for building reliable cars, and this little premium hatchback is no exception. The average cost per claim works out to £574, which is a bit more than some of the cars already mentioned in this list, but the CT outranks them because it's just less likely to go wrong, and when you do the maths, it therefore performs better in our reliability index. The most common problem with these cars relates to their exhaust gas recirculation valves. I don't know what the problem is with these things. They seem to be going wrong on lots of cars, don't they? However, the biggest repair bill warranty-wise had to pay out for a CT wasn't to do with that at all. It was actually a problem with a heater fan, and that cost £604 to repair, which isn't that much either, is it? At number 7 is the Nissan Leaf. Now this doesn't include the current generation car because it's too new. This is about the previous generation car, and the most common problem with that is, surprise, surprise, electrical issues. It wasn't going to be a problem with the engine now, was it? Obviously electric. Anyway, the average cost per claim for a Nissan Leaf worked out to £628, but the most expensive repair bill actually came to £967, and that was to fix a mirror assembly. Why would fixing a mirror cost that much? The 6th most reliable car, according to warranty-wise, is the Volkswagen Up. A little bit worrying though is the fact that its most common problem is to do with its brakes. Still, at least they're not that likely to go wrong, and when it does, it's not expensive to fix, with an average repair bill of £298. The most expensive claim that warranty-wise had to pay out on a Volkswagen Up was to repair one's clutch, and that cost £780. Now we come to our countdown of the top 5 most reliable cars, and in 5th place is the little Mazda 2. So this Super Mini is Japanese, so it's going to be reliable, isn't it? And if it does go wrong, it's pretty cheap to fix, with an average repair bill of just £232. The most common faults though relate to the steering column, which isn't quite so good, is it? Anyway, the most expensive repair bill that warranty-wise had to pay out on a Mazda 2 came to just £408, and that was for an issue with its water pump. You might think that because a Dacia Sandero is so cheap, it's going to be poorly built, but that's not the case. It's actually very reliable, and that's why it comes in at number 4 on our list. And in the rare instance that it does go wrong, it's going to be cheap to fix. The average repair cost on one is just £210. The most common fault is actually electrical issues. The most expensive bill that warranty-wise had to pay out to repair a Dacia Sandero related to its engine. Sounds ominous, but it still only cost £460 to fix. In 3rd place is the Mitsubishi Asxx. Now interestingly, the average cost per claim for this car worked out to £897, which is more than the average cost per claim than any other car in this list. So how come it's ranked so highly? Quite simple really. Of the 106 ASXs warranty-wise as on its books, only one went wrong, and that cost £897 to fix. So a problem with its fuel system. The Honda Jazz comes in 2nd overall in our reliability ranking. Now this doesn't include the current version because it's just too new, but all Jazzes before it, and they are very, very reliable. So it doesn't really matter that the average cost per claim came out to £509, which is a bit higher than quite a few other cars in this list, because the chances of the Jazz going wrong are so low that you don't really need to worry about it. Now the most expensive repair bill on a Honda Jazz worked out to £974, and that was for a problem with its air conditioning system. Finally then, we come to the big one. The most reliable car according to warranty-wise, and that car is the Lexus RX. You see, despite having loads of them on its books, not a single one has ever gone wrong. Nothing. Not a problem at all. I mean, that is absolutely incredible really. So if you want a really super reliable car you can depend on, and you need space for a family, and you quite fancy a hybrid as well, check out the Lexus RX. It should give you trouble-free motoring. Now you might be thinking all the cars on this list are a bit boring and you don't care whether they're reliable or not, you just don't want any of them. In fact, if you click on the pop-out banner up there, you can watch my countdown of the 15 least reliable cars, and they are far more exciting. Though if you are planning on getting one of those, I'll probably get an aftermarket warranty as well, just to be safe.